Did you know that Lance Armstrong almost lost everything in his career after he was caught cheating? There was a time in history when he was considered the greatest athlete of all time. He was even worth a whopping $125 million in the peak of his career. Although a lot of that money is gone now, his story is very fascinating, as one simple investment saved his whole career. I'm sure you remember the years where he was more popular than the greats, Michael Jordan or even Wayne Gretzky. And more than anything else, everyone felt so sorry for him because of his testicular cancer, and how he just never gave up and won 7 impossible Tour de France titles. But then the news started to ripple out all over the media, and he wasn't considered the hero that many thought he was. In the year 2012, the federal government ended their 2-year investigation, and things just began to crumble for him. Everywhere you would look, and even in the newspapers, you would see that he was involved in a doping scandal for performance-enhancing drugs. And boom, all of a sudden, he was considered a fraud all over the world. His Tour de France wins were taken away from him, all his records erased, and his Olympic medal as well, his prize money, and worst of all, he was banned in the United States by the anti-doping agency for life. His reputation tarnished forever. Do you remember as a child you would go to the mall and buy those Live Strong yellow bracelets for $1? How good did that feel knowing what you just purchased was being contributed to cancer? But now you find out it's all a lie. Anyways, growing up, his story started as a well-known triathlete in Plano, Texas, a region of Texas very close to Dallas. All of a sudden, he decided he wanted to concentrate more on cycling than the triathlete competitions, and he chose to take that route. We can't deny the fact that Lance Armstrong was a real fighter. He competed in the 1992 and 96 Summer Olympics, but everything changed for him when he was just 25 years old. In 1996, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer, and tumors were spreading all over his body, from his lungs, abdomen, lymph nodes, and doctors said his survival rate was decreasing by the day. He even had his testicle removed and started chemotherapy. I'm sure at the time he would have never imagined that he would ever be cycling again. It was such a big hit for him when he lost a $600,000 salary when he signed with the United States Postal Service and Discovery Team. But things slowly started to get better for him. In 1999, he won the Tour de France and 6 other titles after that. He said it was enough, and he decided to retire from racing in the year 2005. Everyone accused him of doping and said, how is it possible? This guy has cancer. And things got even more interesting when Floyd Landis, a member of the United States Postal Service team, was stripped of his title for drug use. Floyd even accused Lance Armstrong of doing the same, but no one believed him. But officially, in the year 2013, Lance Armstrong came clean on the Oprah Winfrey Show because of the damage that was done, and he had already ruined his reputation, losing almost $75 million of endorsement and sponsorship deals. And going back to those yellow wristbands that raised almost $500 million for cancer research. He chose to step down from the Lance Armstrong Foundation. After everything was ruined for him, luck all of a sudden played in his favor. In the past, Lance Armstrong invested $100,000 into Uber, and over the years it generated $20 to $30 million for him, which saved his family and saved them from all their financial losses. from being at the top of the mountain to the bottom of the ocean, and again coming back to the top of the mountain. His current net worth is mainly because of that single investment. At one time, he was worth $125 million, and now thanks to Uber, even though he's lost it all, he's still worth $50 million. I hope you like this video, and please comment below on what you think about Lance Armstrong. And if you want to see more videos just like this, click on the videos right above the screen.